one of the things that my background helped me to do was to understand how people receive information and how to simplify. I think that many times people think that they have to tell everything that they know in order for people to get to understand. And you can usually maybe get rid of three quarters of the text that people want to include in whatever they have, whatever it happens to be, whether it be an article or an online learning. You can get rid of a lot of and still get to the heart of what you're trying to convey. So I think that simplification and taking complicated information, a lot of information, and like parsing it down into what people really need to know and chunking it out into like a flow that can be received by the reader or the learner. That translated really well into instructional design and learning and development as a whole. I use a lot of those skills and proofing, copy editing, those skills. Like, I'm so glad that I have them. That is a secondary thing, but taking the complex information, because I'm working with people who are, well educated, and I have since I started way back when working in behavioral health and nonprofits, working with the people who have a lot of knowledge, degrees, higher education, a lot of know-how. And I am not a nurse. I'm not a psychiatrist or psychologist or any of number of the people that pharmacist, any of number of the people that I've worked with who have some expertise that they need to convey to the learner. So I have to be sort of a conduit and take that information and put it in a framework that the learner can digest, and usually at a fast pace. Like when I worked in pharmacy, it was during COVID, so we were rolling out new protocol like by the minute, and I was working with like a team of pharmacists and leadership, and we were just like moving. It was very fast paced, and I am not an expert in any of these things, but I have to understand it, and I have to be able to convey it in a way to the learner that makes sense, is factual, and accurate, all of that. So journalism really helped me with that. And I also love to learn. I love to learn new things. So I feel like we just did a curriculum that is a prep course for people who want to become certified nurse educators. I feel like I could take the test now because I learned as I went. And now my brain is full of what it would take to be a certified nurse educator. And I could probably take the test tomorrow and pass. But that is sort of what you have to do. You have to trust your experts. They are the experts, but you have to be able to take what they have in their minds and convey it to the learners, which I find to be really fun and
Yeah.
interesting.